Good evening everybody and welcome back to my channel. I am Levo1985 returning with Hogwarts Legacy this week. Wow, so quick recap. Last week I'd sort of mastered a bit more I suppose of the Reparo spell. I have learnt another spell, so sort of a fire spell. And I kind of feel like the plot is thickening a bit now. I'm starting to sort of really figure out well, not really figure out. I mean, there's still a bit of mystery to it, but we're getting further and further into the plot. I feel as to what my relevance is really to the story. So I'm going to be carrying on where I left off last week, and I'm going to be speaking to Professor Fig about the map that he sort of found, the secret map that he's found. So yeah, it's getting there, and I've been practicing some of like my combat and stuff. So yay! And I also discovered that the controls seem a bit skew with. Excuse me, seem a bit skew with. I don't know if it's because the actually. Excuse me. I'm going to try my other controller and just see if that makes things a bit easier with the buttons, because yeah, they're a bit, yeah, I think the buttons are all a bit there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office. 5 minutes.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Right. Okay. Bit annoying. Okay, so I've now got to get used to this controller, and it seems that okay, the everything should now match the button layout on here, which will make my life 10 times easier, because looking at the guide in the right hand corner and stuff, and then looking down when I need to figure it out, will make life a bit easier. So yay, because I don't want to have to keep trying to remember everything. That's the down, well, I want to say downside, but because you're must be below. Okay. Obviously when you're switcherooing controls and things like that on the Steamdeck.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Let's go. Okay. Oh. I think I was meant to go down. Whoops. Let's try again. That's it, down. Oh man. I'm still getting used to this. Yeah.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this portkey.
A portkey? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Interesting.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Okay, disillusionment. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to use disillusionment before being detected. So, let me, I need to rearrange a few things. Inventory. Hold on, talents. Hold on. I've got to try to gear. No. Post, no. Okay, go back. Is this these ones? Yes, this is it. Right. So, what is that one? That is luminous. What is this one? Kind of. Okay, I think. There's this new spell. There. Okay. Just practice it.
It must remain unseen.
Nearby adversaries will sense and then investigate suspicious behaviour. Being caught by authority figures will result in... Oh, goodness me. Okay. I need to...
Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
Good gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book.
Okay. One button.
One's charms look more useful. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
I need to... Okay. Use basic cast while undetected to lure authority figures and enemies to a desired location. Aim mode grants precision spell targeting and reveals additional spell targets.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Go around there. So she's... We need to go...
Out of here with you!
Oh, crap. Oh, no! Okay. so annoying. Do I have to do the whole thing again, or move more quickly? Oh, that's so annoying. Didn't realise. Oh, good. It has sort of started here. I have to admit, since changing to my Microsoft controller, it's a lot more easier because I don't have to think too much about switching the buttons around and stuff. So yeah, I feel like I just need to say I would definitely recommend, if you're playing on Steam Deck, use the controller for Xbox. So there's a page around here. I just saw it flying. Okay, yep, we know that.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Safe for young mortals.
I'm really rubbish. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. You can do this, Lee. You can totally do this. What I've got to do is get to this restricted section. Okay. Oh, but what I will do actually is quickly grab that book page that I see flying around. So yeah, okay. Okay, right, let's go.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Just sort of stay here. Stay still, stay still. Okay.
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No, we've tried everyone. From Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Right. Well, I made it through, yes.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Interesting.
Who have we here? Sebastian Cello and his new little friend, out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
Tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
And I need to change it. Oh no, wrong button. Still gotta get used to these bits of the controls. So, reparo, and we're gonna pop it there for now. Oh.
Reparo.
Search. Excellent. I'm getting some coinage. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Really is pretty derelict, isn't it?
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. Must be near to this. That's it.
Okay. I have a feeling that I'm gonna need this. Let's just ooh, a hat. Okay, okay. Right. I'm going to got face wear, I've got head wear. Cool. Excellent. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, exciting. Okay, hold on.
Where might this lead?
Right, let me just save the game. What I don't want is oh, keep forgetting I need to hold that down. Right. What I don't want to happen is for me to die. And have to go through all this again, so dark magic. It's so it's not really a book. Or maybe it is a book, but it's in here. Okay.
Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there.
Okay. That's pretty easy actually for me.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Okay, okay. Ooh. Your gift of magic accumulates by successfully attacking or taking damage. Successful 10 plus hit combos will begin generating ancient magic power-ups. Collecting these will greatly for your ancient magic meter and recover a small amount of health. Cool. When at least one segment of your ancient magic meter is full, you can cast devastating magic attacks that can deal massive damage and break shields. Tap LB and RB when you see the prompt over an enemy's head. Okay. So this is obviously my health. Okay. Interesting.
Revelio.
Interesting. Okay. Maybe. Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So let me just. Okay. Okay, so I've got to run across this. Wow.
This must be the way forward. But to where? Nearly there.
Okay.
Best keep my wits about me.
Okay. That's cool. Ooh. Chest. Ooh, fuck. Ooh. Fringed house scarf. Let me change that. Let's change a few things up. Scarf. Okay. Interesting. Right, I'm going to save the game as well. Because we all know what I'm like. Oh. That's it, right. Oh no! Whew. Okay. A lot going on right here.
It is a book after all.
Oh, it is a book. Interesting.
wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad, especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham, can see them too, but we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Seems a bit dodgy. But interesting. I feel like, is this history repeating itself? Or...
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Oh, okay. So now I suppose I need to make it out. Oh, wrong way. There's the map. Okay. So that is the astronomy wing. We're going to travel there rather than save me from walking all the way around. Yay! Okay. So I'm wondering, were those 4 characters those who set up Hogwarts? She saw in the vision? I'm not sure. But, yeah. Oh, are they not books? Okay, let's do this. Take the book. Professor Fig.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. A visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Okay, so those 4 people weren't the ones who started Hogwarts. Okay, right. So, read mail. What have we got? Let's have a look. Postal. Oh. Let's see what he says. It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we have a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the fun around crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available. Excellent. Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I'd like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlem, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle. Oh. Okay. interesting. Okay, let's do the herbology class first. Interesting. Right.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Okay. Natty just sent you an outpost requesting to meet her in Lower Hogsfield, a hamlet. Okay, open that. Okay. Hold on. Okay. This is the world map. Most of the map is covered by fog, limiting what you can see. There are small communities throughout the world. This is Hamlet, Lower Hogsfield. Hamlets provide new opportunities for vendors, view flames, side quests, and collectibles. Excellent. Okay. As you explore, you will remove fog and reveal more of the map, unveiling new opportunities like hamlets, dungeons, bandit camps, and many other locations. Okay, cool. We've got a few quests. Okay, I think I'm going to stick with my original plan. I'm going to try to do some of the defensive stuff and the wand thing. Let's complete the ones I've got, because this is what happens when I play some of these games where I end up going off tangent. And yeah, I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to do a few things first. This way. Excellent. Cool. So, I have to say that the graphics are actually really quite good. No, this way. Oh, wrong way. This way. Ooh. This is interesting. Okay, we're getting there, Whew. Greenhouses. Ooh.
She growing Punja's onion again.
Let's do this.
Morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task. Tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. It wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
What should I be doing right now?
I'd like you to get some hands-on experience with the Chinese chomping cabbages. They're in the greenhouse, just across the footbridge. Mr. Pruitt will assist you with them.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. It's the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he thinks he's really good. Ordered him. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Just toss the cabbages at it. They'll do the rest. Mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Okay, right. I am going to be leaving it there for this evening. Interesting. Okay, so I've learned a bit about plants and such. So, excellent. Right, so I've got some cabbage that I can use. Yay! So I might go around and collect some of those and then go back and complete this quest. So we're getting somewhere. I'm going to complete some of the other quests before I go out outside of the castle to continue those other quests from the other students. So brilliant. Right, I'm going to leave it there for this week. I will be back next week to carry on. Massive thanks to everybody who has joined me this evening, and I will keep up with you, or catch up with you next week. I've just lost my controller, so I think it's time to finish up. So anyway, I'm Lebo1985. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, DLiveKick, TikTok, Wazda, and Discord. I'm also on X and Instagram, but I'm gaming Lebo1985 on those two platforms. Anyway, pop along to my channels, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll catch you then. Bye for now.